Today I am patching a popcorn ceiling, which is a little bit different than patching a hole that has a smooth surface. After we removed the skylight, we framed in the hole to enable us to put down a patch to cover the hole. We sealed the cracks with roofing tar, then laid down black felt, or tar paper, some people call it, before shingling the roof. We have had many rains since our roof repairs, and we have not had any more leaks. Yay! Our roofing job was a success. The important thing is to get the roof top done to keep out the rain. You can always finish off the inside later. So the priority is getting that roof covered to keep the rain out. For more details about that roofing job, see my other video, Remove Skylight and Roof Repair. Now for the inside. First thing to do was frame the inside so that we have something to screw the sheetrock patch to. We also put insulation in the hole before covering with the sheetrock. Now we're ready to begin the mudding. The ceiling has this popcorn texture. And of course, when you put in a sheetrock, it's smooth. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how to patch that ceiling and to give it that finished popcorn look as it should. This was a skylight that we took out from, as you can see, the skylight was leaking. It only just started leaking a little while ago. But we also have another skylight in the house that has been leaking for quite some time, and we have done multiple repairs, and it would be good for a while and then it would start leaking again. We tried different materials to try to patch it, different sealants, and nothing seemed to be permanent. So we just decided, forget it, let's just take the skylights out. So we took out the skylight, and now we are patching the ceiling. The roof's all patched and up. That's another video. But for now, I'm going to focus on how to deal with this popcorn texture and try to get it to look the same, so that hopefully when I am done, you won't be able to know there ever was a skylight here. Okay, the first thing I did was I took my little spatula and I scraped off all of the little popcorn clumps so that I could have a smooth surface around. And then I like to put putty in the cracks first, and then I use my tape to measure out a piece that I need. Okay, we'll cut that. And this has a sticky surface, so we separate the two pieces. It's hard to get it started. So we peel off the back, and then we apply this, crossing over our seam. And I'll probably let this dry, and then I'll come back after the pink has turned to white. I'll come back and add another layer covering up the paper. Be forewarned, it makes a mess all over the place, so you'll have to clean up after you do all that. It'll be everywhere. I just want to give you a closer look to what it looks like. There's different types of tape. This is a sticky back tape that has holes in it that you peel it off. And it's fairly thin, it's made of paper, but it works great. I'll show you a couple of them. This is a paper, which is a solid paper. It does have a seam in the middle. I like to use this on corners. And there's also this one that has a fiber, and it also has a adhesive back. It's a little bit thicker. I don't really like this one as well. Okay, I've done 2 layers, and now I'm going to do the final layer. of mudded of mud or wall plastic. See right here, you can see a bit of a ridge. So I need to build it up a little higher right here to try to level it off, because we don't want a little ridge. And when I started off with a little spatula. And sometimes I still have to use that little spatula to get it out of the tub. And then I go to a bigger spatula, and then when I'm finished, I use a much bigger spatula so that I can get a nice flat edge. Oftentimes I will scoop it out of the bucket with this, and then I can put it on here and do that. All right, so let's do some more. Oops. So I get some, put it on here, and I definitely want some on this side. See how I'm pressing it, because I want to build it up on the inside so that it looks fairly smooth all the way through. This side doesn't look too bad. Okay, right there's a bit of a dip, so we need some there. Oops. Bit there. You want the edges to be flat. There's a bit of a ridge right there, so we want to get rid of that. Build it up on the inside here. Need to move my step stool so I can reach better. The spackling goes on pink, but when it dries, it turns white, and that's how you know when it's dry. Get a smooth, I clean it off so I have nothing on the edge, and then I can get it kind of smooth. Try to put it on as smooth as I can, so that the sanding doesn't require a whole lot of sanding, but it will have to have sanding to smooth it off some. But I think that's pretty good. Just make sure this edge is more flat. Alright, I think I'm just checking a few areas. Sometimes the lighting is hard to tell. Good. Alright, we'll let that dry and we'll see what it looks like when it's all dry. May or may not need any more. Might just need a light sanding. And then the primer paint. When you close your bucket of spackling, you don't want to mess up your plastic cover, so use a little tool like this to go around it and hammer it on so that it's nice and tight, so that you don't want air to get in here while you're in between coats. First, I primed the area because anytime you do any kind of mudding, the dry mud will absorb that first layer of paint. So it's usually a good idea, it's always a good idea, to use a primer paint, a cheaper paint, to paint the area where the mudding is, especially, so that that could be soaked up. And then when that dries, you come on with your main color and paint it. Now, actually, my entire ceiling needs to be painted, but right now I can't do that. So I just did the patch. Right now it's smooth, but I'm going to show you how we put the popcorn texture on it in just a moment. I'm going to put the texture on the ceiling patch. So I've taken down my curtains and I've covered everything with sheet to protect it from so easy cleanup, and even covered the floor with some paper so I could just pick it up and throw it all away, and I could wash the sheets. So we're going to put some texture on that ceiling patch. Alright, I'm using this ceiling texture, and the wonderful thing about it is that it sprays in an angle, and the directions say to shake the can vigorously for 1 minute, and then this little safety tab, we turn it counterclockwise. That's the safety lock, and here's the trigger that we pull, and we need to keep it about 20 to 30 inches from the ceiling as we spray. Think. Come see. Except for the color.
Oh yeah, that works.
The ceiling needs to be painted.
Yeah, that looks fine.
Now it has the popcorn texture.